Today I'm going to talk about how we can feel less stressed. You know, we all feel stressed. My name is Mariana Bergsinsdottir and I'm from Iceland. I live in Norway. 2.5 years ago I had a burnout and that would actually qualify as mean I can't be the one to tell you how to feel less stressed. But the thing is, I had a burnout when I had 6 kids and and a quality manager leading position in a firm here in Norway. But I didn't have burnout when I had 2 kids and 3 kids. So I have a lot of tools that I really want to share with you. First thing first, when we talk about stress, we have inner stress and we have outer stress. And today I'm going to talk about the inside. Some of it at least. I have so many tips to share with you. What helped me absolutely most was meditation. When in 2008 we were living in Iceland, I had my son, he was a few months old, and the financial system collapsed in Iceland. It was really bad to live in Iceland at that time, so we didn't have any money. When it was like 10th or 14th of the month, we didn't have any money. So I was really, really angry with the system in all ways. And I couldn't change anything, so what could I do? I could change how I think about these things. Luckily we had my dad that helped us, so we had food, because otherwise we wouldn't. So how could I change inside of my mind? Meditation was the thing that changed most for me, and I will take an own video on meditation. But then we have the little things. When you have racing thoughts, what can you do? And my thoughts were the same again and again and again. And in the middle of the night, wake up, angry with the government, angry with people that don't do right things and all this. It's not very good thoughts. And they weren't leading anyway. If it were new thoughts and finding new ideas, then I like when my mind goes off somewhere. But when it's stuck in the same circle, it's just annoying. So I needed to quiet my mind. And what's good to do is to write it down. Have a diary and write everything down. And if it's one particular person, it doesn't have to be the government you're angry with, but just someone who behaved in a way that you really don't like. I like to write letters in my diary. If this happens here in Norway, I write them in Icelandic, and I'm never going to send them anyway. It's just to get things off my chest. Another thing you can do is to have a really good friend, and you have to choose this friend wisely. You don't need critique. You don't need, you need a good friend. And talking to someone that's willing to listen and helps you, just get everything out. I just had a walk like this yesterday. It was wonderful. We both got to throw out our annoyances. That is really helpful. If your inner thing that is on your mind is deeply traumatic, some childhood things that are huge, then I would recommend that you find someone that can hold space for you. You can find a psychiatrist or something in that direction, so get professional help. But now I'm talking about smaller things. They still feel huge because, not having food for your kids is actually really stressful. I also used the method of Friday, and that's a magical method, because when you tell your mind that I can think about this on Friday, firstly, I've already written it down. Secondly, I have talked to a friend about this multiple times. And thirdly, I don't need this today. So I can think about this on Friday. And either you decide all Friday or between 10 and 12 or whatever. So this does something to your brain. It's so odd. It's like, okay, I'm allowed to think about this just later. But then it is, what do I want to fill my mind with now? And for me, the most important thing about now is if I get excited about learning something new, that's for me. Recently I had learning about plants. I have much more plants than I used to have. And another time it was aquarium, having fishes. It was really exciting and much harder than I actually thought it was. But anything, learning something new, then you can steer your mind into what excites you instead of what is disturbing you. It's a big difference. Sometimes we are somewhere where we can't go on YouTube and look at, plant videos or animal videos or friends or whatever. Anything that makes you feel better. And then I find it really good to stop and feel my hands. Hands, just stop for a minute. Can you feel? It's, a little tingling sensation. I'm hot now. Probably because I'm a bit stressed doing this. I'm usually really cold. And then rest of your body. Because your mind can't think about two things at the same time. You can have this behind annoyance running, but not, it's not as loud as when you just allow it to go. So this is what I do to quiet my mind. Also, how to switch from feeling bad to feeling good. And things like going out for a walk is really, really good for me. If it's raining, I like taking pictures, and raindrops are incredibly beautiful. I don't have to focus on it's dreary, it's grey, it's boring. I can focus, oh, do you see this drop? It's beautiful. And if I take a picture like this, then I can see the reflection. And even my dog has learned when I go with a camera and look really stupid with my head down in the forest background, she just goes and sits down, or just walks close by to look at some interesting smells from other dogs or whatever. So this is what helps me. What helps you? Another thing you can do is skipping. Have you tried this movement? It's so childish, it's so joyful, it's ridiculous. Also, exercising is really good for you. So I use mostly, especially in summer when it's not too much snow, I use nature walks. I also walk outside in winter, but it's not quite as easy when you have snow or ice. Then I take the exercise part home. I used to go to a gym, but I actually don't like it. So exercising at home, but exercising releases endorphins. So it's really good for you. And swimming, it's just perfect. Because if you go swimming, I know it's not in all countries that you learn to swim so well like you do in Iceland, because we go swimming lessons every week from 1st grade to 10th. So kids usually hate swimming in school. But what you learn is to swim, in and underwater. And this deep breathing that you then and slow out calms your vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is this magical nerve that both make you stress and feel quiet, peace of mind. And the only thing you actually can control with the vagus nerve is your breathing. I am looking into, okay, what are the other tricks that you can use? And mostly you always end up with breathing. Why is yoga so good for you? Because deep breathing. So there you have it. Those are my few tips. I have like 5,000 more, but I would recommend to start with those. And busy people, short video. If you like this content, please subscribe and hit like, as it would help me to reach more people. Hope you liked it.